Thank you, Master of Ceremonies and distinguished judges. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once upon a time, in a beautiful castle, lived a beautiful princess. She had pretty long hair and... Let me just stop there. What kind of princess are you picturing in your mind right now? Some of you might be thinking of an Arabian princess, like Jasmine from the movie Aladdin, or a Japanese one wearing kimono. But I think what most of you had in mind was a white girl with curly blonde or brown hair in a castle like the one that comes up in Cinderella. But why? Did you associate the word beautiful with white people? What exactly is beauty, anyway? Today, I would like to send you the idea that beauty does not always mean having long legs or white skin. In order for you to fully understand and to change your views on being beautiful, I would like to focus on freeing you from the self-hate of the Japanese against Caucasians, or what I like to call Japan's non-white inferiority complex. After I send out my message, I hope that all of you will be able to feel more confident, not just about being Japanese, but being yourself. Do you notice that these days in Japan, we see a lot of white people on TV and in magazines, even if there are advertisements for Japanese products? Most of us tend to think this is normal, and don't even realize that it's strange how we try to make ourselves look like them to become more beautiful. I myself have also seen many people around me in Japan who wanted to become Caucasian. In fact, research conducted this March by leading advertising company Minabi pointed out that 60% of Japanese teenage girls wish they were born a Caucasian, and most of the reasons were because they admired how white people are good-looking with their long legs and clear-cut features. If we remove this stereotype that white people are the representation of beauty, we will be able to receive roughly 2 benefits. First, the number of bullying regarding appearance would decrease. In a society where it's considered safer to fit in, looking the same as everybody else, not having features close to what is generally thought to be ideal could lead to bullying. If we will realize that beauty is not what we commonly think it is, we won't have to care so much about how we look amongst everybody else. Second, we will be able to become more proud of being Japanese and have confidence in ourselves, both personality and looks-wise. This is necessary for us as research of 2015 in Germany shows that only 26% of Japanese over 15 years old feel satisfied with their appearances, which was worst out of the 22 countries that took part in the study. By realizing that we're beautiful and gaining self-confidence, we can receive numerous advantages such as increased performance, happiness, and good mental health, as all have been proven through studies. When I spent my 2 years in Australia, I always had a subconscious feeling that I was inferior because I wasn't white like everybody else. Looking back, I had a passive attitude towards everything and lacked in self-confidence. I pretended I didn't see myself in pictures with my friends because I was sick of how I didn't look. At that time, I swear I could have been diagnosed with this non-white inferiority complex. However, when I visited America the other day, I met this pretty girl. I told her how I admired her big eyes, beautiful nose, and small face. And then her reply was this. I've never been told that before, and I don't know why you say that. I admire your beautiful black hair and healthy skin. This struck me with a question. Why do we think that white people are so beautiful? Why are we so obsessed with trying to look like them? After my little chat, I realized that we can have our own beauty, and it shouldn't be about trying to look like other people. After I realized this, I started to become more confident of myself and how I looked, more than ever. Therefore, I strongly believe that changing our view of beauty and to stop seeing it with other people as a model can improve our lives to become more mentally positive, healthy, and strong. Then what can we do to change this concept of beauty? We can start by accepting and cherishing our individualities. Nutritionist of Miss Universe Erica and Gal claims that the most beautiful person in the world is one who can treasure what only he or she owns. Therefore, we should learn to love what only we have as a Japanese, or simply as ourselves. However, I know that this is not easy to pursue. That is why my suggestion to you is to look in the mirror and compliment yourself out loud on what only you have. Many study cases have shown that listening to empowering messages is a very powerful way to convince the brain and can even lead a person to death. If we can make positive use of this power, we can receive placebo effects of beauty. So, when you go home and wash your face tonight, spend some time in the mirror. Wash your brain too, with words of praise for your own individuality. Once upon a time, in a beautiful castle, lived a beautiful princess and a beautiful prince. Now this time I hope all of you came up with an image of yourself. Appreciate the fact that you were born as yourself, because you are what makes you beautiful. Thank you.
Then we will have question and answers for 4 minutes. Misaki-sama, please.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Fukada-san. So you like long-legged and fair-skinned girl yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you said, well, I just wonder, I don't know how it's like in the girls' world, but
Yeah.
if somebody becomes like the one idol like a girl, long-legged, fair-skinned, she would be the one to be bullied, because she's different from the remaining members in the class, for example. Everybody else would envy her.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
So is it possible that that happens?
Is it possible for her to get bullied?
Yes?
Um,
Instead.
It is possible, but as I said in my speech, if we remove this concept of beauty that we have against other people and see that the individuality is the most beautiful thing, then we don't have to care about appearances, so that problem can be solved.
So we don't care about the appearances, but you want to be like a long-legged, fair-skinned girl yourself. Having said that, yeah, you still long for that kind of girl.
I admire them, but I don't wish that I were like them, because I appreciate how I look and how I was born. So I used to think that, but not anymore.
Not anymore, okay. The second question pertains to the research, sort of beauty recognition research in Germany in 2004, you
Yeah.
mentioned,
Yeah.
in which Japan came in last,
Yeah.
26%,
Yeah.
that low level of beauty recognition. Who came in first? Which country, which people in the world came in first?
It was a Caucasian country, maybe America or Mexico, maybe.
Mexico?
Yeah.
You know the percentage?
86%.
86,
Yeah.
yeah, high. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That means that they do have the confidence that they are the, what you say, happiest people in the world.
Yeah.
They believe that do have the highest performance in the world, and also they think they have the best mental health. Is that so? Because you said that those are all verified by many studies, right?
I'm not sure about that, but I think that they're really optimistic about everything and about their appearances. So, well, it is easier for them to perform well.
You think, all right. So what are those studies that verify that the higher the beauty recognition, the more self-confidence the people would have in the happiness and performance? So you said that in which report?
Sorry. What kind of
What
studies?
studies specifically? I'm
I can.
interested in that kind of
Yeah.
study.
Yeah. There was evidence that there were those kind of studies. I can't tell you specifically right now, but it resulted that people with more confidence resulted with good performance, and they were more happy about themselves.
So you're not sure about the names of those reports, okay?
Mm,
So what would you suggested that we just look ourselves in the mirror? You said that?
yeah.
Okay. So you really suggest that I do that? You suggest me that I go back home and look at myself and shout at myself.
Yeah.
So good looking, and then I can have self-confidence.
Yeah.
But you suggest me to do that in the mirror. Yeah?
Yeah.
My wife would say something about it.
Maybe you should do it in your
Did
own
that
room.
work for you?
What?
Did that work for you?
I don't know if it worked for me when I forced myself to say it, but when I forced myself to actually mean it while I'm saying it, it kind of gave me confidence, and I kind of got to have confidence in my features.
It's very, very easy and cheap way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.